Hello again, we are back for another random run. Yeah, so last run went very well. Alright, random within a random, we got an Eden. Our tears rate is absolutely terrible. Our seed is ZZN9ERQB, so we got an orbital, so that helps. So is this going to be like an orbital play here? There we go. Look at that. So what are we looking for? I know it's early to tell. Or early to talk about fire rate. I mean, it's going to be like our priority. Our prerogative. Yeah, so. It's still Saturday. Not Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. And we're getting close to repentance, of course. And we're getting close to closing out of these videos because tonight and tomorrow night I'm going to do one more video for these random runs. So that way I'll just get to that magic number of 70 commentary, let's play things. Crazy? 70? Because by the time Repentance coming out, I'm going to be publishing stuff the same day that I'm playing these, of course, because it's a new game. Get everybody an opportunity to see some gameplay and commentary. I'm not going to stretch it on to May for my backlogs. Perhaps in the future when everything gets kind of settled with like speed and everything. Not speed, but like pretty much everything's been unlocked and whatever, then we'll go back to like backlogs and stuff. But until then, like, yeah, this is gonna be a treat for you guys to where it's like I'm going to publish the same day. So you don't have to like be wondering, he's like, why is he talking about March if it's May? Well, backlogs. Woohoo! Let's see. So Aquarius doesn't really do much for us. It's just Aquarius. Let's see. Might be here. Okay. This is a little spooky. Our speed isn't that great. We'll do another Eden run. Why not? Oh my goodness, the tear rate's bad still. 976EWE9B. Okay. Now we are Tarboy. What's going on? Nope. Oh no, this is not good. Now we have no orbital. It's like, which is worse. We got sticky tar feet here. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, like. It's just been, I guess, alright. I'm just gonna be utilizing this metronome because I really don't know what else I can do at this point to make this run any better. Like, I've seen like runs where it's like pretty crazy with Eden, with like you get like a ridiculous like starting items or something, or something that's like really good. Oh, get away from me. Our speed is even more like, we're like slower than than the last one. So there's that. I'm gonna have to fight the boss anyway. Oh yeah. These guys. I mean, I've had train wreck runs, you know, off and on. And I say off and on because, like, it's not that, like, you know, common, but also, like, if I knew there's a train wreck coming along, I'd be just, like, restarting and finding a better run. That's happened a lot with the Lost and Keeper, to an extent, for years, because of items you think it's going to be utilized, but they're not utilized. I've heard they're fixing a lot of the stuff in Repentance, though, so that's nice. Hello, Repentance fans out there. Oh my goodness, my tier rate's like worse. What have I done?
Ace of diamonds.
Look at this. 21? What? I mean... what do I even do at this point? Do I just, like... fight this? Keep playing? What? This is a train wreck for sure. I mean, I need a tiers upgrade, like, more than ever. What we got? Oh, we got the fly item, huh? Sorry to say, I'm gonna have to go down the next floor. I'm not dealing with this. You can't punish a man. But yeah, like I've talked about in one of my videos in the past about like train wreck runs, and they tickle me with people getting frustrated with it. It's one thing to see someone like, you know, struggling and, you know, laughing at them because like they rolled a bad run. It's another where it's like experiencing it. That room is not nice either. Now, could I have not taken the pill? Yeah, but I didn't get a good item in my shop, or not shop, but my item room or whatever, boss room, to help alleviate it. Okay. So do we keep that red heart? Or are we just going to say goodbye in the next room with it? Also, the speed upgrade really helps with this room, so lucky roll for sure. And you see the dilemma too here. It's like we got like decent damage, but our fire rate is just like off the wall, like crazy. But yeah, like I watch like videos like that just for giggles, and it's just like, okay, we do keep the heart. Nice. See the dilemma here? I mean, if I have to use a bomb, take only one out, then I'll use that bomb. What we need is like maybe a 9 volts so we can use this every room, in hopes that we get something that's gonna fix the issue. I mean, depression ain't gonna fix anything. And what else to talk about? I remember I seen a compilation somewhere years ago of people getting wrecked in speedruns. They just like, they slip up and they are losing time because they're obviously trying to beat the game in a record time and get notoriety and stuff. And then watching the react. Okay, we have to take this. Okay, see, okay, so that's much more reasonable. Our damage tanked, of course, but our tier rate's like just as good as Samson. I want to talk to Samson. So Libra. Now, if we get soy milk, like, yeah. All right, that helps with the damage. I think here we'll take blank card in hopes that we'll find a card in the future that's gonna benefit us. Now this run's still a little touchy because of the damage and health especially, but that Libra was our saving grace. At least for now. But the downside, oh yeah, that's right. Our damage didn't go up as much because of Libra. I think maybe we were, well, I don't know if that would have did anything if we would have took the champion belt and then Libra, because that probably redistributed to somehow to other stuff. But this is the start. This is much, much nicer. We got enough for the blank card now. But yeah, like, and people get really into it. Some speedrunners, they screw up and then they think like it's a big, like, you know, failure on their part. It's not a big deal, really. I mean, they get more pressure, of course, when they're doing competitions or they're so close they can taste victory. But me as a watcher, I'm like, whatever. I'm not your like audience or anything. I mean, good on you to try to find ways to break the game, and like I don't know if it's like fun really to like break a game to where it's like, oh, I got the glitches, da da da. I'm not gonna play it for real. I'm gonna like, well, you're playing it for real, but like you're not playing it, you know, leisurely for fun. It's more of a stress to like Hangman card, huh? Is that even gonna do anything for us? I mean, we could check in here again, see what we can find if we're careful when we get out of here. I mean, I don't see any tinted rocks offhand. So we might have to bomb our machine to get some extra health here. Or, you know, do a Hail Mary and get the card. Well, we probably can get both, actually, seeing it here. So we'll take it. We'll take this first. Sorry, donation machine, but I'm broke here, and I need some assistance. Here we go. All right, that's what we're looking for. We don't have any battery charges to utilize this, but this is the start. Hopefully the boss is merciful. Kinda. The guy kind of low power damage, and he's sneaky because he's poop. Like I don't know if speedrunning is just a fun thing to do. Personally, like, to me, I feel like it's more of a, I mean, yeah, it's a challenge, and I think with challenges, it does pose to some degree some fun. But for me, as someone who's a avid gamer, I don't see the appeal of like. Again, they're not me, so it's kind of hard to comprehend like the fun into like doing that stuff. But they do it for good causes. Many of them, not all of them, but you know, many of them. Charity stuff and everything, charity streams and all that. Okay, we got some more damage. That's real nice. All right. Of course, that's all because it's going up to the other stats. So I did get a tears increase, I think. Now this is risky here. This is real risky. Because I truly need this. I'm going to have to be careful here. Oh! Oh no! Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I want to see something here. Okay, we could do one more. Yeah, I just looking at the time. Yeah, that makes sense. Where's my? There we go. There's my Isaac. All right, all right. You have redeemed yourself here. 7ZTCPX76. We've got. I mean, the tier rate was better than the last two. We've got a huge damage increase, and we got pink and shield shears. Like this is nice. So anyways, going back with whatever. Yeah, I just can't get into it. I guess. Not my cup of tea. Oops. I have this like habit to dodging into stuff like that. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm a masochist. Okay, let's just open this. Ooh, that's a lot of money. A lot of consumables here. Okay. So we have a way out, sort of, if things get a little crazy, but... So far, some good items. I'm impressed. I mean, when I used to be, like, really into gaming and stuff like that, like... And it's pretty easy if you're just really into it too much. And you got a lot of stressors in your life, you kind of take it out on the game with things, and, I know with a particular Isaac player, they take it out on a game. You know, somehow this game has its magical powers to, like, screw you. Like, the last two runs I had with Eden, it's just a random, you know, number generator that rolled just the right sets of numbers to, like, give me these sets of items that are trash and tier rate to a certain degree. And I'm not saying, like, this game it has some kind of, like, life to it, to where it's, like, you know, condemning me like some god. And, that just really throws me off, and it's, like, a very repeated thing I've seen, too, with... Well, this particular player, other ones not so much. I mean, there's one player in Isaac that also does something like that, but he does it more as a comic relief thing. I mean, that's his whole like demeanor. The other one takes it so much seriously and like says it repeatedly that it's like this is just tiresome, really. Just play the game and just you can commentate, you can talk about issues with the run and stuff, but they'll be like, I mean, it's up to you whether you do it or not. I'm out of your control with that, but just like,
Ace of spades.
you know, don't attribute like the game, you know, going after you just because you got a large win streak or something. Your streak's on the line, or you know, it's just something like that. You know, some variation of that. Me, I'm just here to have fun. Haha! Wow, is that a shocker? He wants to have fun. How dare him have fun? No, I enjoy these random runs. Like, I don't care about streaks too much, you know? Streaks is only there for, like, you know, getting some kind of, like, honorable, you know, public publicity. I mean, unless you, like, don't even stream or show it off or anything, you're just doing it for your sake, then perhaps it's better. Oh, yeah, that's right, I got that. Perhaps it's better because, like, you're not gloating and boasting and then taking it very seriously to do it for the viewers. I mean, nothing wrong with doing it for the viewers, but it's just like, you can become easily obsessed with it, and then that's like game over, man. Also, we got rid of that curse, so that's nice. Curse. I had a feeling this was this kind of room here. Yeah, big ol' poop. Like for me, when I was playing Jacob and Esau last night, like I was not. My goal wasn't really to like really unlock anything. My goal was just like to have fun, get into this like unique character like dynamic that I haven't really explored much because it's Jacob and Esau. Just record my reaction with it. Like I know I get a little bit into it too in the video about like negative things that were just kind of cropping up, but like it wasn't to the extent where it's like I'm blaming this game and I'm blaming this and I'm blaming that with like the game treating me like I am garbage. Nothing like that. It's just how the game was programmed at the time and stuff. Things wasn't really polished too much since the release. Again, it's fine. Nothing wrong. And I mean that's how it is. Now some people, they take it a little too far. I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. I've seen like different Isaac players too over the years. They had their own unique style of like playing and commentary and things like that, and it's interesting because like just like with other like gamers you can watch on stream and stuff, they've got like their own kind of variations of content and whatever, and how they approach it with their audience and whatnot. A certain persona. Certain temperament stuff. What we got going on in here? That might be good. That might be good. Oh. There you go. Oh yeah, we got that trinket. Cool. Gives us a chance to like use our tarot card. Yeah, tarot card again. What we got here? Oh, we got chariot too. That's cool. Strength, alright. That helps. Oh yeah, we got that again. Okay. We'll come back for him. Let's see. Might just take this room out. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say with it. Actually, let's just check this out here. I mean, might as well. Alright. 1/3 guppy. Are we going to have another guppy run? We'll see. Woohoo! And what else? Like, I've seen like streamers doing like live action stuff, and sometimes they even like go out their way and have stuff blasting to offend people, get reactions, or have like the commenters or something on the stream donate, so that when they donate money they say something out loud, how it's programmed, and we try to get a reaction doing that. And it's weird, man. I've seen controversies too that have stirred up from those kind of things, or like people's streamers' comments, come to a spotlight, and then there's a demand for this and whatever regulations. Just the whole thing is just a big one big sticky mess. I mean, you regulate it one way, and then it's like, next thing you know, there's like 100 of billions of different pieces kind of moving around with what you have to follow. Kind of like when I was in student board, as I've talked about in my previous video, one of my previous videos. It's like a virus, really. It's just with how these things kind of like come up. I think as long as you can like find ways to kind of decompress outside of your streaming like hours and stuff like that, then that'll help. And then like not take the comments seriously, streamer comments and stuff. I mean, you can take them seriously to a degree, but not like, you know, very personal attacks or something like that, because that's how they're gonna get you. If you let that get to you. See what we got here. Volcano is pretty good. We'll just pop this here and see what we get. I think we'll use this for the Devil Beggar. It's not bad per se. Let's see. We can go in our curse room here and see what we get. Oops. I mean, I've done some streaming and stuff. It's okay. It's just like a new thing for me, I guess, to get used to. I guess you're in for a ride, Buckaroo. Like when I was doing a bit of streaming, I was doing it through the Xbox service. And yeah, it was alright. It's just kind of clunky. I mean, Xbox version is going to be more clunky than, say, the PC. I mean, I'm recording, you know, this audio with the game audio simultaneously through OBS, and I could just do all sorts of settings on the fly. Okay. Well, that didn't do much here. I just leave those items, I guess. OBS has just been like so useful for content. Like I can like maybe like cut down the scale of my bit rate and stuff with my quality of my videos and stuff, but that jeopardizes quality. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think things through when prior to repentance to like determine what would be the best course of action. Because so far I'm thinking just upload the videos and then that's it. No streaming. I might research some settings and stuff. I think we should still take this because this has been pretty useful for some cases here. We need to like get a tears rate upgrade though. Damage is nice. Okay. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about streaming because it's kind of outside of my expertise to some degree. Like I did in real life streaming before, like years ago, for like people across the world that, or across the U.S. I mean, who were unable to go to specific events in my hometown, and I was there to record it and stream it and stuff, and I've got some of the streams still. After they took the, well, I got them before I took down before the website got taken down, so. And I was using a very basic phone too back then that was surprisingly good enough to do that streaming. Wasn't a great quality like picture, but it was something to work with. I did it a few times. But then later years, picture quality and stuff like that wasn't great, of course, and so like I needed to like up my game and just strictly record from my better camera that I had to like capture the important moments, and then like go in and edit them, and or if I need to edit them and then upload them. There was one example though where I was recording some stuff that was going on in my hometown, and then they wanted me to give it to their news station and stuff like that before their news program was going to come on in a couple hours. So I had to rush home, and then I had to like significantly edit down the quality of the videos in order to like fit through email, which now I'm thinking it's like maybe I could have just like put it onto a Google Drive or something to where they can access it. Well, they wanted clips, I guess, for the program, and it got put on TV, which they later took down off their website. I don't know, maybe it was a copyright thing. They didn't get rights from me. Because that's what happens is they're supposed to give you rights, terms and agreements to like sign and agree to, and give them like, a limited use to what they can use it for a number of years. And that was probably the case why they deleted that stuff. Which I did actually back that up too before they took it down. Now I got approached a couple of times about licensing other material from stuff I've recorded many years ago that actually got onto television, so that's cool. Couple of programs, like major stations, not like major news stations, but major broadcasting companies that are owned by like large corporate media giants, those kind of big deal things. And they paid pretty reasonably. Like, I don't even know what they asked for a price, because they're asking for a price and stuff. And I'm new to this thing. I need to do some research on that stuff. Like, see like how much I should be charging for stuff like that. But, yeah, I remember when I was in university and I was in the middle of the process of my first gig that I was getting like paid to um, like provide content for like whatever. I was talking to someone about it, and I was like, letting him know, I was like, yeah, this is pretty relevant because we were in this seminar thing as part of an extra credit thing to. And they were talking about like different strategies and tips. And one of the tips, which I highly agree with, is you keep and this is just like the same thing from streaming from what I heard too, is you consistently keep doing things on the regular with like photographing, you know, documenting video work and stuff like that. Because eventually like your work is going to get some kind of recognition and you build skill. And it's the same thing I've heard too about streaming. You have to build a consistent like, you know, schedule, and you got to set a consistent time, and you got to play like. And another thing too is like with streaming, you want to find something that's gonna like be popping off, like a new game or something, to where you could be streaming for a while. And some streamers they find that like other players and stuff, other streamers are playing like the same game. There's like a bunch of them, so then they find like alternatives. And they find alternatives. Well, one in particular finds an alternative or series of alternatives, and they make a stream out of that. But in their case, they already have a pretty good sized audience, so they're able to still kind of garnish some people to come through. But what he was looking at on his side of like his experience with streaming over the years was, well, it's different with people, with like how they would approach this. But in his approach, it's like, I think he believed it's like there's just too much competition, and he'd just be like kind of lost in the field of streamers playing the same game, versus like something that's kind of unique and there isn't really many players, you know, playing that. Plus his time constraints and life, you know, life expectancies he's got to like deal with. And not life expectancy, well, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to word it to where it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Stuff you gotta do in the real world kind of stuff. You gotta handle and take care of and juggle. I've also had some photographs sort of have some recognition and sort of like been used for things, but it wasn't like much of anything really compared to the licensing agreements I've done with the bigger companies. But you know, it's something, you know, a little something. I think with streamers, it's like, I mean, I guess with my sense, I should look at it like with photography is like, don't expect in the same day that you photograph something, you're gonna get like a huge recognition or like, you know, an audience to it. Because you have to build it up like in anything else. I might just take this for this. There we go. In hopes to get another guppy item, maybe? More guppy items. And with the tail and the, you know, and its ability to spawn more chests with less keys, like, this is going to be advantageous for us, I think. So yeah, like, I mean, I should see it as that way, as like photography, I guess, because it's like, it's it's a skill you gotta build, and it's a skill that it's a skill that you can potentially make money from, and recognition and stuff, whatever comes first. Well, I think recognition is like a prerequisite prior to making money from doing those kind of things, especially streaming, because like, I don't know. Unless you're like, maybe there's some cases where it's like the reverse. I guess. Again, I'm not like, I'm a non-attorney spokesperson. Let's see here. Let's just do this. This, I think, converts the, yeah, it converts our cards to our pills to cards. Because the pills aren't that great, and now that we got like that pill popper with us, what his name? He is going to be dropping cards instead of pills. So you got a use, hooray! And we'll pop this, because why not? And for our safety's sake here. Are you gonna go over there and fight? Any of you? There you go. It's not the tiny poops, just go after the big poop. There you go. Range, huh? Okay, there's no point in really taking Void. Let's see. We'll take this. Be on our merry way. Oh! I mean, stopwatch would be pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, come on. I keep forgetting I got that one item that gives us health from that kind of damage, that blast damage. I'm not too worried about health because we've got different ways to generate it. This is pretty much a one run. I just don't want to throw my health away too much though. Too recklessly. For me, like, some of my recognition over the years wasn't like negative to like get to where I get with like my photography work or anything. Like, I've seen YouTubers, I've seen streamers that they use this kind of methodology to be as controversial as possible, and that's their platform and gimmick. To like, you know, get new viewers or views and stuff like that. There's a particular mukbanger. I'm not gonna say his name. That might give it a little bit of a hint. His like, you know, platform is not only in like eating a bunch of like food at once and stuff, but it's also like creating drama. And that's kind of a gimmick with his like platform, with how he approaches things. And then some people, I mean, some people are gullible to a degree, I think. And they take what he says seriously and then they make their own like little video. That's another thing too. It's like sarcasm. You know, not everybody recognizes it. Everybody hates it because nobody has the inside joke of what's going on inside everybody's minds. And it's a void portal, huh? Hey, well, we could, but we're not. It's just getting better and better, huh? Alright. Okay. I mean, we're just like set. And as I was saying, this particular mukbanger got like a series of videos and stuff, and it was like compilation videos of controversial things he may have said and stuff. And then it's like, oh yeah, he said this, and he's got this and this going on. It's gossip, you know. Gotta get that gossip. Oh, here I am kind of gossiping too. You see, that's the thing, it just falls into the trap. But what I'm getting at is like, you know, one of the two things is going on with these compilations and taking people's words face value. It's like, either they believe that what they said is true and they just had to make a video about it, or they don't believe what they said is true and they just make a video because they want to just, you know, get ya. It's probably the latter. And I think we're Guppy. No, we're not Guppy just yet. Yeah, so that's... And that's the world of, you know, streaming stuff like that and doing video work. It's like, you need like an eye-catching, like, title, description, thumbnail. Some stuff is clickbaity, and it's just... It's going to continue to get clickbaity as the years go on. And as I talked about one of my videos about like my local news, well, not my local news, it'd be my hometown's local news. They're suffering with this dilemma of clickbaitiness, especially with the older folks that fall victim to it, like telemarketer scams. How you alleviate with it? I don't know. I don't know how you solve that issue. But you have to draw an audience in if you're doing something, you know, truly like honest. You have to like find ways to draw them in with like pictures and reactions with your pictures and like, you don't believe what I got this from this roll. I opened this chest. Being very animated. You try to target a certain demographic. Like some people who do like some streamers and content creators, they go out of their way to be like targeting children to get into this gimmick of the high life, the high rolling life, and get into subscription programs. I'm not getting into it, but like just scam-tastic kind of stuff that happens these days. That's the thing with streamers, like, you can only take so much at face value, I think, before, like, you start to realize, like, yeah, this is not what I signed up for. And you just leave them. That's all you do. You just leave them if you don't want any more. Like, anybody heard of Lonely Girl 15 or whatever? No? No? Well, that's been like well over a decade since that happened. Like 15 years? Something like that? Like, of course you're not going to remember. It's a dead meme. I mean, I call it a meme because it's like, it was something that was somewhat popular and now it's like no more because course, the whole series ended. And you have to be kind of you have to be relevant with your, you know, your work and stuff like that. You have to be someone that's like not gonna post a bunch of blurry photos and expect to get a payout. You know, like very low quality stuff. Like maybe early on you're not used to it and you're posting some low quality stuff. And it's not like your fault or anything. It's just like how you've learned to, how you're starting to learn the, you know, the ins and outs. Like for me, for streaming, like I haven't really done much of it, so I'm new to this. It's like any other skill. Video content, how you like situate it, how you adjust the trends and stuff. It's a tricky thing. I guess that's my juicy philosophy, sort of streamers, speedrunners, all that stuff. Like, I don't know. Of course, I've heard Twitch is much more reasonable with getting money out of streaming as opposed to YouTube, where they just nickel and dime you. So there's that. And we should have used the whatever, but whatever. Alright, Tractor Beam. Alright, Spider or whatever, baby. Got one more video after this for the day. Well, not for the day, because I might be doing one more tonight. And then 3 more Anti-Births. Yeah. That way I get the magic number like 10 for the Anti-Birth, and then like 70 by the time Tuesday comes around for Afterbirth, before the big repentance thing. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, for sure. How that's gonna look though, you know, a little over a month from now when this video comes out, you know, that's all up in the air. That's the thing, you gotta take these risks. You do what's right or what it's easy. Thanks, Dumbledore. What we got going on here? Inner eye, okay. That's gonna triple our shots while keeping it in a single like line, so that's cool. Alrighty. This run turned out pretty well though, for the most, well, yeah, for the most part. Like in the beginning it was touchy like the other ones. Well, no. Let me scratch that. So like, this run wasn't bad. I mean, it was a little touchy with maybe the fire rate at first. But like the damage and some of the starting items actually helped with that greatly. And the last 2 runs, they were kind of a disaster. Could we play better? Maybe. I mean, it's possible, but it was kind of tricky though. Well, you know, that's the fun about just doing random runs. It's like you just don't know. It's like, okay, like I got these set of items, haha. In the beginning now. It's all random. Like, did I expect I'm gonna get Guppy this run? Not for a while. It's not always a guarantee with run to get Guppy and stuff, you know? That's the fun of it. It's like, because if you get Guppy like every single run and stuff, then it loses its value. how powerful it is, and you know, you do fun stuff. As I talked about in another video, it's like coming up with creative things to, like, you know, to do when Repentance comes out. So yeah, we had a really good run. We've beaten it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.